Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Fate Stay Night. In der Unlimited, also Fate Stay Night Remastered in der Unlimited Bladeworks Timeline. Beim letzten Mal hat Shiro sich ja offenbar ein bisschen überfordert mit seiner Magie und hatte deshalb eine sehr unangenehme Nacht vor sich. Und jetzt sind wir in einem Interlude. Shuts a place was not pleasant. Frustration and illusion, envy and jealousy. This place permeated with Stygian emotions is cursed. It should have been his, yet it was never used for him. Eindeutig Shinji. He clicks his tongue, but this is all his delusion. A stranger's child spent a few years here and threatened the Mato line edge for the longest time. Der erste Hint, a stranger's child. That's the only past he knows. His father never told him anything, but his grandfather let slip what happened here. His father did not choose him and so of ending the Mato bloodline, but his grandfather wished for his lineage to continue. So he has no regard for his father, the one that brought him to being and taught him failure, while his grandfather brought him privilege and taught him superiority. Shinji laughs, wondering what his mother had given him. First of all, women are not needed in the Mato household. He heard that his mother was a carrier, but she must have become useless after she gave birth. Something of his mother probably remained in this womb, but he has no intention of searching for such a thing. He does not even want to see the organism that gave birth to his inferior self. The basement is filled with decay. Strange insects cover the floor in the depths of the darkness. There should be no more nutrients to claim, but the insects still nest in this underground training area. No, from the beginning this is not a place to raise humans, but a place to raise insects. Swarms with black wings can be glimpsed in the black. Even the shadow on the walls must be dark, slimy insects. In the midst of that, there is a man that gives off a golden shine, incongruous in this lowest of places. The golden man, Archer, does not even look at the person who came down and just stares into the deep. His voice is full of delight as he makes his way to Archer. Archer finally notices. The red eyes move.
いや、別に文句を言いに来たわけじゃない。君がどこで何をしていようと構わないさ。サーバントの自由意志ぐらい尊重するよ。
Du hast einfach nur Schiss.
僕は他の連中と違って猟犬が広いからね。
Ja, nee, ist klar, du hast einfach nur Schiss. Shinji is overpowered by his red eyes, but he still approaches Archer. Even if Archer has an ominous presence, he is only a servant. Therefore, he maintains his arrogance. He shows deference, but still makes known who stands superior.
そうか。琴峰は随分とお前を買っているようだな。
Nicht wirklich.
ああ、何でもじいさんには借りがあるんだって。得体の知れない三流埋寿司が残るより、僕のように歴史のある血筋が勝利すべきとか言ってたな。
Bullshit.
そんなの当然じゃないか。何を今更って気はするけど、まあ人を見る目だけはあるよ。一応世話になったしさ。聖杯を手に入れたら例の一つでもやろうかって思案中。
His joyful snicker echoes.
それじゃあ始めようか、アーチャー。もう人目を気にする必要もないんだ。手っ取り早く殺しまくってさ、じゃんじゃん魂を食べて強くなってよ。そうしたら次はあいつらだ。目障りなセイバーを潰してエミヤにお礼参りをしないとね。
He pats Archer on the shoulder. Archer watches his hand as if he has been touched by something unpleasant.
何？ほら、行くって言ってるんだよ、アーチャー。どこの英雄だろうが、サーバントってのはマスターの命令には絶対服従なんだろ。
He must have imagined making Saber submit to him and having his friend crawl on the ground. He makes his orders with high spirits, but the golden man doesn't move.
シンジ、お前は聖杯というものを理解していない。
He calls his master by his name for the first time.
聖杯が欲しいのなら他のマスターなど放っておけ。連中は所詮生贄に過ぎ。真に聖杯を手にするというのなら先に抑えておくべきものがある。
先に抑えておくべきもの
The boy, Shinjimato, looks at his servant timidly. His feet shuffle back unconsciously, and the hand that was on Archer's shoulder is no longer
ま
there.
ずはそれを手に入れようか。俺は聖杯を手に入れるためにお前に力を貸している。我らにとって共通の目的は聖杯だけだからな。ま、お前の気持ちはわからんでもないが、復讐は気持ちがいい。快楽を求めるのは人の証だ。するべきことを済ませたのなら、お前の遊びにも付き合おう。
Yet amused with himself, Archer's lips curl in a smile. Sensing something brutal in it, Shinji finally feels some unease about the servant's identity. The eighth servant. The heroic spirit that should not exist. The king of heroes, the strongest of them all. A survivor of the previous Holy Grail War.
そういえば聞いてなかったね。
Shinji attempts to maintain his feelings of superiority.
聞けば答えるぞ、マスター。
お前の望み、聖杯を手に入れたらさ、お前はどうしたいんだ、アーチャー。
It's a natural question. A half-immortal heroic spirit said to have owned all the treasures in the world. What could this man possibly desire now?
なんだ、そんなことも知らなかったのか。
Archer asks surprised. He breaks into another smile from this new development.
我は豪勢なものを許す。装飾カビなど最もめでるべきものだ。だが
余分なもの。
昔の話なのだがな。10人の奴隷を選び、その中でいなくとも良いものを殺そうとしたことがある。どうなったと思う、シンジ。
はあ、みんな奴隷なんだろう。なら全員殺したんじゃないの？
いやいや、それがな、一人も殺せなかった。いかな人足とはいえ、無駄なものなどいなかったのだ。かつての世界には。
Archer shrugs his shoulders at the irony and steps forward into the deep. He lifts his leg over the floor, veiled in shadow.
だが、この世界には余分が溢れている。10人どころか1000人という人間を選んだところで、殺せない人間など出てきまい。まったく恐ろしく人間に優しい世界になったものだ。
わけわかんないな。結局何が欲しいんだよ、アーチャー。お前だって欲しいものがあるから聖杯を手に入れようって言うんだろ。なら
Archer doesn't answer. The golden man doesn't even turn to face the boy.
簡単な話だ。多いということはそれだけで気色が悪い。
He lowers his foot into the deep darkness. A crunching sound. Crushed insects to the dark floor, and more still swarm the corpses. Whee! Happy! Happy times! Jupp, speichern wir doch mal. So, wir sind jetzt 9. Februar. Kapitel 10, Strike Lovers. It's morning. I slowly open my eyes. The night that I thought would last forever ended before I realized it. That's good. The pain is gone. I must have not been able to bear it anymore, or it stopped hurting before I knew it. Either way, I don't feel any further pain, nor do I feel sleepy or sluggish. I was able to sleep for about 3 hours, and my mind is pretty clear. Alright, I will go make breakfast. My bed is wet from sweating. I force myself up. And as soon as I try to stand, my left foot slips. Huh? I try touching my left foot. There's nothing wrong. There is no pain or bleeding, but there's also no sensation at all. It's not just my left leg either. I don't feel anything in my left arm. I try pinching the left side of my chest and feel nothing there as well. Has my body still not healed completely? The whole left side is numb, and I'm feeling a strange disconnect, like it is someone else's body. I have had similar experiences before. Like when I sleep in the shed, if I use my arm as a pillow, it will often feel like this. Yeah, of course. This is similar to the numbing that one gets when the blood circulation in the limbs temporarily gets cut off. Well, I can move it, so I guess it will go back to normal eventually. So my limbs react frustratingly slowly, like I'm moving them by pulling a lever. It hopefully won't affect my daily activity if I'm careful. I refrained from using a knife this morning and make a simple meal with some bread. My dominant hand, the right hand, is safe, so I can use a frying pan. I cook bacon and eggs, prepare instant clam chowder for the 3 of us, and somehow manage to set up the table.
いただきます。
Dig in. We both bite into the golden bread. Saber nuts and approval at the toast and salad. Yeah, it is interesting seeing Saber holding a rice bowl and chopstick, but Western food seems more appropriate. Saber is quiet. Though she isn't unfriendly, she does consider silence as a virtue. She's like this especially during meals. It's more comfortable for me when it's quiet during meals, so a breakfast like this is ideal. I finally realized then why it is so quiet this morning. That would be because...
やっ、おはようって、あれ何今朝はフランス
Fujine wasn't staying over. That's right, I tried my hand at something Cafe Marliesque, so please sit and eat. And I hand Fujine her mug.
その割にはそこはかとなくインスタントの匂いがするよ、シロ。
It's your imagination. Your nose isn't working since you just woke up.
言われてみればそうかも。あ、セーバーちゃんもおはよう。昨日は帰れなくてごめんね。
Fujine gulps down hot clam chowder like a sports drink. She must have some kind of special coating along her esophagus.
おはよう、タイガー。昨夜は姿が見えませんでしたが、何かあったのですか？ちょっとお仕事。じゃないか。単にお見舞いに回ってるだけなんだけどね。それも昨日で終わったから、今日からはまたのんびりできるなり。
She puts margarine on her toast. Though it doesn't really matter, Fujine doesn't use butter for some reason. I will try asking why, but I feel like I will get some sort of stupid response. I will table that for another day. Hey Fujine, how many of the ones hospitalized are in serious condition?
重症な子はいないよ。今は病院で様子を見てるだけで、週が明ければみんな元気に登校できるって。だから大丈夫よ、シロ。今回の事故は気にしないで、気楽に行っていいんだから。
Fujine bites into her toast with gusto. I feel reassured just by watching her. She really looks unconcerned. I see, that's good.
そうそう。世はすべてこともなし。私も今日の夕ご飯を楽しみにしてるのだ。
That peaceful smile. Yeah, at times like this, I'm reminded that Fujine is still Fujine. I will get going now. Please take care of the house as usual, Saber.
はい、それはいいのですが。シロ、台所に食事の作り置きがないようでしたが、今日は昼食抜きなのですか？
Oh, sorry. We have 5 days on Saturdays. I will be a bit late, but I will come back by lunchtime, so I'll make lunch.
そうですか。シロ、そういうことはきちんと言ってもらわねば困ります。どうも今朝のシロは気が緩んでいるようです。反応も鈍いですし、 何か気がかりなことでもあるのですか?
Huh? No, not really. My body is still heavy from yesterday, but it should go back to normal soon. Sensation hasn't returned to the left side of my body yet, but there should be no problem as I can still move it. I don't need to make Saber worry over something like this. Well, you're right that I should tell you. Meals are your only hobby. I will make a big lunch to make up for it, so let's call it even. I wave goodbye and go to the door.
何か今の言いようは納得いきません。私はただ食事を抜いては有事の際に力が出せないと。
Okay, okay, see you later, Saber. I leave Saber's complaints behind me. Wow, this is more tiring than I thought. Touch my numb left foot. It was fine back home, but now that I'm working, this is starting to make me feel ill. Even if it doesn't affect my movements, it seems to affect me mentally. To walk, dragging a body with no senses. No, I can't complain about something like this. The others had it way worse. Even though she healed, Saber got her throat crushed and was smashed against a wall. Tosaka was coughing from receiving that blow from Kuzuki. Compared to those two, it's nothing since I didn't actually get wounded. Well, I force my leg to move and start down the hill. I feel slightly nauseous. With uncertain steps, I make it down the usual path to school, weaving around like a ghost. And so, school's over before I knew it. It might be because my body still doesn't feel right, but my sense of time is all over the place. I don't remember any of the material from class, and I'm not too sure of what I did either. Could this really be serious? The left side of my body doesn't change. It makes me depressed feeling so numb for this long. And the sensation is getting stronger, like everything is heavier. My nausea isn't going away, and of course Kuzuki here wasn't at school. I should go home, Saber should be hungry too. I grab my bag and stand for my seat. Amidst all of this I feel like I'm forgetting something, so I figure I will remember once I get home. Oh. Once I finish walking up the hill with my numb foot, I remember what I forgot. I forgot to talk to Tosaka. So preoccupied was I that it completely slipped my mind. My spacey, hazy mind. Well, I'm sure nothing important happened since she didn't immediately come find me. Considering my condition, I can just contact her once I get better. I'm home. I call out in a loud voice so Saber can hear from her room and go straight to the kitchen. I put the ingredients that I brought in the refrigerator, wash my hands and put them on my apron. The plan is to make kod for dinner, so for lunch it will be some kind of meat or poultry. A meal of chicken teriyaki for the main course. Sounds good, so I get to work on that.
Shiro, 帰ったのですか?
Nö. Das ist so eine schöne Frage, woraufhin ich eiskalt antworten würde. Nö, ich bin gerade nicht zu Hause. Siehst du doch. Saber must have heard the noise as she comes from the porch. Yeah, sorry, I'm late. I will make lunch right away, so you can rest. You must be hungry. Crap. I got distracted by Saber and dropped the plate in my hand.
Shiro, 食器が割れていますが.
States obvious, super. Yeah, it's my first time breaking a plate. I'm surprised myself, surprised enough to say something stupid too. Sorry, I will clean it up right away, so you can go sit down. I pick up a piece. Huh? I fumble and drop it too.
疲れているようですね、シロは。いいです。片付けは私がしますから。シロは調理に専念してください。
I guess trying to pick it up with my left hand was a mistake. Well, it was a good lesson. My left hand still hasn't regained feeling. I will need to be incredibly careful with a knife.
シロ、無理せずとも結構ですから、単純な料理をお願いします。気を入れてくれるのは嬉しいのですが、料理にあなたの血が混ざっているというのは困る。
Das ist auch geile Sache. Well, I don't want that either. That is a failure for someone in charge of the kitchen. Alright, I will put effort into dinner and make lunch simple. I will still make the main dish, but I won't be using any pumpkin or radish. Is that okay? I put 200 grams of chicken on the cutting board and carefully ready at my fork. I have to at least make the main dish without cutting any corners because of what I told Saber this morning.
はい。期待しています、シロ。
It's like she can sense my enthusiasm. That has me even more motivated. I will poke some holes first with the fork to prepare and... The doorbell?
シロ、来客のようですが。
Seems like it. I will go get it. I'm coming. I scurry to the door. It's rare for someone to visit at this hour. Fujini doesn't ring the doorbell and she has a spare key. I don't have many visitors, and since there's no house around, I don't have many neighbors. I wonder who it could be. Ich ahne schon. Well, it can't be anyone with a grudge since the alarm of my old man's bounded feet isn't going off, so it must be one of the young people from Fujini's place. Nope. Who is it? I say and open the door. Suddenly, my mind goes blank. We stare at each other in silence. Well, Tosaka looks angry. I'm still not sure what to make of this. Tosaka, why?
定時連絡。エミヤくんがすっぽかしたから。
Ditched our regular contact. I did forget to go see you today, but did we ever agree on such a thing? Tosaka glares at me silently. This is bad. I don't know why she is mad, but it must be bad. Sorry, it's my fault for forgetting. It was my duty as an ally to contact you on a regular basis.
そうよ。状況は何も変わってないんだから、お互いの確認は当然じゃない。
I sigh with relief. It's surprising enough to have Tosaka at my door, but having her show up like this guns blazing might as well be an out-of-body experience. I have to solve this real quick. My nerves can't take this kind of thing, especially right now. I understand. I will contact you right away, so you can go home now. Sorry to make you come all the way here. Oh, why are you making such a face, Tosaka? Why? Tosaka, I got your message, so I'll be going to meet up at the park, under the bridge later. I have a bad feeling. And that must have been the last straw. Tosaka was good at reading my weaknesses and fears.
いいえ、いい機会だから今日はここで会議するわ。まさか、わざわざここまで来た友人を追い返すなんてしないわよね、エミヤくんは。
Speaks the words off and smiles like a devil. What, holds a meeting here? Are you saying you're going to come into my house?
何よ、あなただって私の家に上がったでしょ。それに今回が初めてってわけじゃないし、今さら隠すことなんてないんじゃない？
Oh. Right. It was Tosaka who treated me when I fainted the night that I first met Saber. But I was confused then, since I had just become a master, so it didn't register that Tosaka was at my house. Even if we're in a truce, Tosaka is Tosaka. She is the school's idol and a girl of my age. It's an outrageous situation for her to come into my house. Wait, why is she in the hallway?
じゃあお邪魔します。話し合いなんだから今でいいわよね、エミヤくん。
Hold on, not so fast. Are you really fine with this? It will be terrible for you to come into my house.
いいからいいから。ああ、それとお昼食べてないからよろしくね。
The intruder when Tosaka comes barging in. Wait, hold on, stop doing these things without thinking. I object in a loud voice, but it has no effect on the enemy. The intruder casually goes to the living room, leaving me confused in the hallway. Ich würde dann sagen, an dem Punkt beende ich hier dann diese Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.